Well, good morning. Here we go. Wake up Wednesday. Failed on Monday motivation. Just a bit of a full weekend, full couple of days. Here we are. And remember last week, I said I'd introduce you to a series of my winning routines. And last week, introduced Choose Your Mood. Thanks for all that feedback from those people who resonated with, who liked it, who probably tried it. Can we get a bit more feedback on when you've tried choosing your mood? What happened? What were the impacts of that? And two things this week which can help us choose a mood. A positive mood, a team player mood, which is going to help us significantly in our interactions with other people, in leadership, in life. So they are, firstly, forgiveness. Now I have to tell you, this is a tough one because there are things in our lives that people have let us down, betrayed us, to use that word, and whether we can let it go or not. Now, quick story, if I can do that. I was in commanding my battalion in Northern Ireland between 97 and 99. 8 Royal Irish, brilliant battalion. And we were in Armagh City, the Crucible in Northern Ireland, right on the border, right close to the border anyway, and an amazing place. But whilst I was there, I think it was November 98, might have been September, I can't quite remember, September 98, the Omagh bomb went off. And a good friend of mine, sadly no longer with us, Phil King, an amazing guy, beautiful man. He was commander of the 4 Royal Irish down in Omagh. And this bomb went off and it killed, I think, 28 people. There were a number of Spanish students involved. It was a terrible disaster and a tragic event. But what stood out to me was I was watching the coverage of it on the TV, and this father stood up in front of the cameras and he was holding his daughter's hand, and she was under the rubble and she died. And he stood in front of the cameras, and the first thing he did was said, "I forgive the bombers." Now that hit me like an absolute bombshell, to use that word. I could not believe it. I thought, how could he do that? How could he possibly forgive them? I'd want to track them down. I want to hunt them down. I want to make them suffer. But I thought and reflected on that over a number of years. And when I left the army in 2003, end of 2003, beginning 2004, went into this leadership business and coaching, and I was coached, and I started to study neuroscience and Buddhism, and it just changed my attitude. And I thought, hang on a minute, I know what he did. And when the opportunity arose, when something happened to me, and to use the word that was used to me, I was betrayed. And in the moment, instead of what would have normally have happened for me, this was some 7 years after me leaving the army, and instead of what normally would have happened, I would have wanted revenge. I wanted to find a person concerned. I want to hurt them. But no. The change in me, the words that came to me were dignity, love, and forgiveness. And I know it was the biggest present, biggest gift I could have given to myself, to the people concerned, to my kids, to everyone actually surrounding me, to be able to give forgiveness. Now, in those moments, those are massive, those are big, and mine was nothing compared with what that father went through. But my God, if we can let go, and some people can let go of those massive things in life, what the hell are we doing hanging on to little trivial things? People who've slighted us or upset us or let us down or been disloyal to us or spoken behind our back. These are the things that sometimes we hold on to as grudges. Come on, there's no need to. If we can let that go, my God, that's going to help us to choose our mood. So I'm going to cut it there. It's 3.5 minutes. I'm so sorry, I waffle too much. I'm going to cut it there. Choose your mood this week. Remember the power of forgiveness. Next week I'll add something else. Take care. Good luck. Make it yours.